This Paladin build I stumbled across while playing this game for like 18 or 19 hours already is crazy. I'm going to show you what it's all about. First of all, we're going to play as the Divine because Divine Protection is very nice for protecting us if we get a little bit too, let's say, careless and we hit a bunch of enemy, take a bunch of damage while fighting like 15 enemies at once. That can sometimes save our life. So it's like a little protection from our own stupidity, my own stupidity. Also, I've got a lot of points into strength and vitality and some to focus for mana generation. Didn't really bother with intelligence or dexterity a whole lot. I got dexterity just for like a weapon at one point. And we put a lot of things over here. The things we really care about, Blessed Strike, we don't care about that at all. I almost never use it. Don't really need it with this build. Lay on Hands is great. It's always good to be able to heal yourself. It just saves time, so I don't have to wait for health regeneration. Armor Knight is great for protecting some random damage. It's always nice to take some damage. And Conviction is great. Mana restoring is really useful in any character. And this guy's got some built in for a chance of like, also, like, the more mana you have, the more value you get from Conviction, so it is worth it to get more mana going on this guy. Divine Pillars, we don't care about it. Sometimes I use it for fun, but I don't really care about it in this build. And Divine Protection, like I said, is useful for having a chance of, like, protecting yourself with a few seconds of vulnerability if you take too much damage too quick all of a sudden. And I got a few points over here into Axes, because why not? And one of the big things about this build, also it's good on any character, is the chilling Great Cleaver Deflection here. Basically, it's the Cleaver. The Cleaver is very, very good on any character because it gives you the Whirlwind ability, which is this right here where you go in a circle like that. It's extremely good. It lasts for a long time. It's only got a 3-second cooldown, and it is fantastic DPS on any character has equipped for clearing out enemies very quickly for guys that, do well with, this particular weapon class. Over here, we've made some progress on unlocking. I've got 3 dashes and whatnot. That's not really part of the build. The last thing about the build I'll show you real quick is we go into here. Be careful out there. Not you. Go here. This. No, not this one. Blessing Protection. 10% less damage. We take that. It is... Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Magic Shop. The Shield of Faith. I discovered this very early on. You can find this randomly out in runs. If you're trying to like farm goods or just be tanky and strong, you can find this out in a run. It's so good. And basically, you use your mana to block damage. It has a chance of blocking damage. And it's so useful because you can tank some damage and then just like walk away with full health. I don't know why how the logistics work better than health regeneration, but it works out great. And one thing over here, I don't think I'm worried about any of that right now. In the tavern, I'm just going to use some generic stuff for getting more resources faster, more woodstone gain, and it's more stone gain. And this one gives you more weapon crit chance, but you could have none of these equipped and still the ability strong. It's mostly Shield of Faith for using your mana as a shield, and the Cleaver is what it's all about. We'll jump into the run over here. Architect, whatever. Let's go ahead and jump in. We're doing normal mode over here. I could do a New Game Plus. I haven't actually tried New Game Plus yet, but I'm just going to show you what it's all about here with this build, and we're going to do no editing on this so you can just see what actually plays out. And what you can actually do, because you're so tanking is strong, if you want to like clear areas faster, when you're like, because the first areas I'm so strong, the forest is kind of a non-challenge, I can just like ignore these guys, have them all kite me in a group, and then like I go with my AoE whirlwind like that, and just absolutely obliterate them. You guys over here, I can just ignore you, open this up. See how I'm taking damage to my shield first? The little blue bars going down first rather than my health. Get more health mana generation. More health mana generation is fantastic. It's always a welcome addition here. But yeah, we're going to do it unedited here. The biggest reason I'm doing this video unedited mostly is because I just like vibing and listening to the music while I play. Let me turn the music up my ear a little bit here. And yeah, we're just going to vibe. And also, I'm finding... There's just certain games that are like just more like you watch them because they're like a vibe to watch, kind of like second monitor content or whatever. Anything over here that I care about, a little bit of gold. I'm not gonna worry too much about picking up gold in the early areas here because I'm far enough along in my meta progress that like a little bit of gold early on is not a big deal. And also the experience these mobs drop for me at this point is not a big deal because I'm level 22 and taking these guys out for a measly 15 experience is not that big of a deal when I need 174,000 experience to get another level. Also, I could pick these up here, but they're only going to give me 60 gold, and I'm spending, getting my third dash costs like 12,000 gold, so it's kind of like, is it really worth early on? What I care about early on is the skills. Like the equipment here, like, oh, look at this low-level gear, like, doesn't matter, I'm going to sell for like a couple hundred gold, whatever. The main thing we're looking through here is skills. Also, it's just kind of fun to grab these guys. Also, another thing to be aware of in this game, you can press G, check accomplishments and titles. You can get like stats. A warrior here, I got him level 7, so he's giving me extra health. I've got you at level 4. You got you're giving me extra weapon power. As I've accomplished more things over here, I get more like little points. I could start a brand new character because all the points I locked with this, I could have them start with like a bunch of stats and be fairly strong. Give me this, because sometimes, like, you want trinkets as well. So you want to find trinkets, you want to find blueprints, and you want to find skills, and you get more of them when you actually go through a run than when you skip and use, like, the Citadel, whatever to skip. This is a blueprint here for Trader's Coin, plus 50% gold coin. That's great. That's something we can use in future runs to get more gold going quickly. But I'm so tanky right now that we can, like, the first few areas here are just, like, kind of easy. The way this game works is... you kind of like, let's take these guys out here. It's very much a game where it's, sorry, I've been playing the game for like 18 hours since the last episode I did on this, so there's like a lot of information to hit you with all at once here. I also tend to like run around the minimap a little bit more excessively looking for loot, because sometimes I miss stuff. Also, I'm like multitasking. But the way the game works is like the first time you go through areas, like a brand new account, an unlevel character, it's moderately challenging or somewhat challenging, and then it gets harder and harder until eventually you die. And you start again, but you come back to your base and you get stronger, and then you can like go through farther. So like by the time you're doing your second or third run, the first forest level here, we're in forest level 1, forest 2. I'll see this is the skills you're looking for. It gets easier and easier point where like, okay, I'm at the point where I can make it to the end, you know, I'm dying at the boss or right before the boss. The first few areas are just easy and it's kind of like farming for the goods. Combo kills is fine. Spells cost less mana. That's not a really problem for this build. This right here, we're fine. Let's go for combo kills just for fun. It's fun to get a bunch of kills and then have myself start shooting those little like things in the area around here. Also, I remember to use my dashes more because I've got 3 of them. And they've got fairly good recharges points, so I can zoom through better. But if it's not a trinket or a blueprint or a skill in this first early area, I don't really care. If I go up here, we're still in force level 1, right? Yeah. So if I wanted to, I could open this, the architects. I've gone far enough with this character. It resets with each character, but I could bypass a couple of forest levels here and a couple of mine levels in the first, I think the first and the second boss there, to like speed through the game. But you get less, you'll get less gold and like wood and stuff like that. So if you're trying to farm, I guess that's a good bit of advice I can give for new players. Give me the, yeah, Chilling Great Cleaver, we'll take it. If you're looking to farm, you will farm gold and stone and wood and all these resources faster if you're going through like this experience right here. 50, who cares? I'm so high level, it doesn't matter. You'll farm your resources faster in the areas that are easy for you, where you can do what I'm doing, like you can just run through, the damage they deal is insignificant, it's very easy to clear them. It's much better to like farm those areas, and then we get to an area where it's kind of hard, and like, oh boy, it takes me like half an hour to clear one. Like, I can go through each one of these maps in like a couple of minutes. Force level 1, a couple minutes. Force level 2, a couple minutes. If you get to the point where like, oh boy, enemies are tough and I have to like I have to fight one group at a time and I have to like heal in between, it takes you 30 minutes to go through like caves level 2 or whatever. If you're just trying to like farm resources as quickly as you can, you're actually better off like just letting the character die. Like, oh, I can spend half an hour farming caves 2 or dungeon 2, but like it takes a while. You're better off just like letting your character die. 5% damage, you take that, and then you go back and like spend stuff at base and then keep farming the early areas. So if you just want to grind out resources as quickly as possible, grind out levels and meta progress as quickly as possible, just farm the easy areas as quickly as you can. You get to the point where like, oh man, it's taking me 20, 30 minutes just to get through one level. Just stand still, let the enemies take you out, go back to base, spend your stuff, then come back, get there again. You might be able to go through that area a lot easier. It's if you're like, just want to like go through things efficiently. I'm looking for goods. Because being able to do this, just like ignore all the things, like, okay, these early guys don't get much XP. I just really want gold from trinkets on the ground. An imp, it should be close. Okay, this, see that little text that popped on my screen there? An imp should be close. That is something you want to pay attention to. The thing is, it can be pretty hard to find. So basically, there is an imp somewhere around me that is going to be he's very small and hard to see in the screen. Where are you, my little dude? Get away from your enemies. He's so hard to find. I don't know what the range for him is, but he can drop some nice things. What he can do is he has a chance of picking a random item of yours and getting it +5 levels, which is great, especially if you're already, like, as a blacksmith. See how it says level 15, then +10 down there? I've given +10 blacksmith levels to that. He wants to, he can push it up to +15 beyond that. Like, give me ability here. I can do level 2 of this. I don't care about that. Armor Knight. Chance to pull. Nah, let's just go for more combo kills. Where is this imp at? Where are you, my little buddy? And the forest is even harder to see because he doesn't, like, have a visible portal. It's just a tiny little speck. I might need to look around off camera, or, like, just pause it, see if I can find him. Alright, I can't find him. That's gonna happen sometimes. He's not that rare. I've seen him, like, I've had that text pop up like 4 or 5 times, maybe 6 in the last, like, you know, feels like every couple hours he pops up. My biggest gripe with the goblin, the imp, he's so small. Like, you see how small my character is on the screen? He's like 1/3 of my size. He's just very, very hard to see, the imp. So quite often the imp will pop up. I'll spend 5 or 10 minutes running around looking, trying to find him, but I just can't find him because he doesn't show up on the mini-map in any way, shape, or form, and he's just absolutely tiny. So if the developers would make it so, like, the imp, just make him show up in the mini-map or something. Like, I want to find the imp, but, like, he's so tiny. I can't find him. Just give me the highest level so I can sell it for some stuff. But basically, he's this tiny little guy on the screen, smaller than enemies. He's very small. He's an imp, and he will give you some, like, at one time he gave me 4,700 gold, the other time he gave me 5 extra levels on a weapon, and I'd love to show him to you, but, like, my goodness, he's a teensy little guy, like, barely bigger than the size of a pile of gold, and he's real hard to find. Ooh, plus 25% wood gain. We take this, because right now, for me, this is a farming run. I want to get resources. Obviously, we're going to try and beat the end boss too, for sure, try and win the whole run, but ultimately, like farming resources is always a priority. Yeah, like, I don't know where this imp's at. He's just... And also, I'm not sure if the imp has, like, a limited time thing. I'm not sure if he takes damage. Maybe, like, the imp takes damage and I was fighting some mobs around me and accidentally killed the imp too. I don't know. Maybe that's why sometimes I can't find him, because, like, he appears right while I'm fighting a bunch of mobs and I accidentally kill him. I don't know. Search me. Now, this right here, this is normally blocked off until you beat the totem pole boss in the mines. But it's a shortcut, so you can go through the forest 1 and 2, but skip the mines if you don't want to. I'm going to go through the mines because I want to show you guys, like my last episode, I don't think I even got past the totem boss. So I want to show you guys everything here. Go through the whole deal. Now we're in Dark Caves level 1, so it's Forest level 1, Forest level 2, Dark Caves level 1, Dark Caves level 2, and then boss time. Now, we're very strong right now. We're at the point where, like, these, like, the caves aren't a big deal for us here, so... Was that really worth picking 200 gold? Probably not. I gotta remember to, like... Oh, wait, look at this right here, look at this right here. If we go to... I think that's a special wall? No. No, okay, it would show up on the map. Somebody told me that if you look on the map... I saw a comp, somebody's video didn't tell me. Aha, right there. So... Apparently, there is a little circle. Yeah, see how you can't see the little break right there? But if you move over like this, now you can. Apparently, when you scroll down your mini-map, there is like a circle radius that will reveal if there's a broken wall if you're in that circle radius. Also, I guess enemies too, based on how, like... Yeah. So if you're looking, once you reveal the whole map, sorry, I'm spending too long looking at the map there. If you reveal the whole map and then you want to find, like, where's the broken wall? It also takes a few hits to break it. You can do it with regular attacks. You get some loot. Sometimes better than got a nice trinket, chance to restore health on kill. That's fantastic. And it's worth doing. So, like, you want to like clear the whole level and then, like, zoom in a bit and just kind of like look around and look at the walls and see if that little break finds out, because you can find some nice loot in there for, like, some a trinket or gear, and can make it easier to get the win there. Get the win for you. Having the extra little bit of loot can make a difference. Do I really need this 50 XP? No, we can just. I need to do a better job. When I'm playing off camera, sorry if I'm like, my mind is chaotic all over the place. I've 18 hours of playing off camera. A lot of thoughts to share with you here on this first episode, and yeah, we're gonna be all over the place a little bit here, but yeah, I forgot, and I distracted myself with that side tangent what I was gonna talk about. But oh yeah, there's like a lot of when I'm playing the game off camera, I'm very thorough. My last run, my fastest run, my last run took me 1 hour and 47 minutes because I just like thoroughly loot everything, and that's just the run itself, not including like spending stuff back at base or whatever. So like, I could just like go through this and mosey things along, but if you know, If you want to be the run to be as strong as possible, you don't want to just like go straight for the exit. You want to run around and is that a no. You want to run around and get all the loots, get as many skills as you can, get as many trinkets. If you're looking to get as much wood and stuff as possible, you really want to go around thoroughly. Because I find one of the best ways of getting wood and stuff, yes, you get the skill here. Really want, you definitely need this. This is so important. Fire, ice, lightning resistance, it's so important. Also upgrading the magic shop back at base so you can buy the upgrade from them that gives you more magic resistance. Good. These are great ways to get some resources. Sometimes hit miss, sometimes like that didn't give you that much. Sometimes you get like 8 wood or something. But there's certain like NPCs you'll find around here. Also, that little line I went across, that'll trigger nearby enemies. I guess there's no nearby enemies here. But sometimes, let's see, ooh, Hunter's Travel Rations. What'd you give me there? What does that do? Effects, more damage against beasts, but my dash recovery is longer. I would rather have the faster dash recovery, but whatever. What you got for me? What we got? So we have, you can only buy 2 here. Plus some potion charge, or fine. Spell crits, not really spell guy. More fire resistance, that should be a good choice. And ring of speed, I'll take the ring of speed for movement speed is nice, quality of life, and more fire resistance is good too on these. We take these. We keep them moving along. But we're really looking for those NPCs who will do a trade, who like, trade me your, this trinket you just got, and I'll give you 20 wood sometimes. Those guys, those are what we're looking for. That's one of the best ways to get like a bunch of wood is just to find those guys. They're great. All right, where have I been? I need to check the middle by the looks of things. And that's about it. And I can do a quick like map scan to see like, oh, is there a secret exit I missed for some goodies? Let's get inside of here. I don't even know I'm fighting you guys. I can ignore you and just have you guys follow me for a while and then deal with you later. I guess I got too much PTSD from the goblins. Actually were tough early on for me. It's just really are tough early on. Okay, so nothing here in the middle. We take you guys out. And now what we do is we do a quick like scan around. We're looking for, do we see any secret things? I'm not sure how many. I've had some times where it happened where I got like 2 of the secrets in one. Aha! See that? See that right there? I missed it. So over there, the health. So is there any other ones to be aware of while I'm scanning around real quick? And I'm not seeing anything else so far. But yeah, this is a great way to find extra stuff. Doesn't take too long. There's a world where I might skip it because... Oh, did I miss a chest over there? What's that? I didn't fully finish exploring. All right. Let's just go find the one that I just found over here. And yeah, see, it's very easy to... Like, you're not going to see that half the time. It's really paying attention or change like your settings over there. And now we get more mana regeneration, which is nice. Now we're up to 4.1. It's pretty good. Apparently there's a chest... over there. Yeah, we missed the far right. So go to the far over there. Keep looting over here. Now, I think for the sake of the video, it's going to be a balance of like, do I really want to sit here? Did I just see like a red dot appear on my screen over here? Am I tripping? I'm tripping. Do you guys really want to see me like pan through the map, find the hidden chest, and, you know, thoroughly check the entire area? Like, for the sake of having a strong run and getting more, like, was this really worth finding? A level 4 Mighty Iron Gauntlets? It's not uncommon, but no, it wasn't worth finding because it's just going to give me a little bit of gold. It's not a big deal to me. Finding you, though, is good, though. More weapon movement speed, damage against elites. These are all nice. I'm going to go for stone gain because right now, the biggest choke points I find right now for myself are quite often wood, stone for getting more progress. Is this breakable? No. Maybe? No. See, like, that looks like it'd be breakable. Wood, stone, gold are big ones. Iron, less so. Sometimes, like, the trinket currency, like, trinkets can get converted into something after a while. We can do a quick look around for this. If I was playing off camera, I'd be doing this every single map, every single time. I think for the sake of keeping the video entertaining, I'm just gonna not do this. And, like, you can do just fine without finding every little hidden chest. Like, you can do fine. It is nice to do. I wouldn't mind doing it off camera for the sake of, like, keeping the video moving along. We're gonna avoid doing that. And in fact, for the sake of keeping the video, like, moving along, I'm probably not gonna, like, full loot every area. We're just gonna, like, alright, get the major stuff, like, get this. I'm gonna ignore that little scroll over there. I'm not gonna worry about looking for little rooms. We're gonna do, like, a good, like, 70-80% clear. Like, I want this stone right there. We'll grab that. I could go to the next area right there, but we're just gonna kind of, like, get, like, the major things. Like, okay, this might be worth some loot over here. Is it worth it? Nah, not really. The chest's right there. I see it. We'll grab it. Health, whatever. Sure, we take that. Move through a little bit. And just get some nice looting done. And We'll trigger this. Sure. Some health, whatever. I don't care about that. Keep moving. All right. And I kind of want to go straight to that room over there. There's a thing that lets you, an architect ability that lets you unlock the ability to have the map fully revealed from the get-go. I'm tempted to start using that on my runs. It does cost 1,000 gold and 10 wood, which is expensive early on. Not so much later on. But it would be nice to be like, have the map revealed from the get-go. Your combo kills can actually do a lot of like elimination for you if you get strong enough. Anything good here for me? No. I would like to be able to just like open up the map and be like, all right, the boss is over here, so I'm gonna go. Oh, this guy's popped in. I'm gonna check the bottom side of the map first. Get you guys out of here. Nice little heal there. This guy right here, what you can do, what this guy does, if you are at the point where you're winning every run, this guy doesn't matter much, but you still want to do it because there's actually like accomplishments for like somewhere around here, or accomplishment or title or something. The more, every time you trigger this guy, it works towards an accomplishment. Basically, you send resources back to town, and that way, it takes like a percentage. It didn't send all of them. It took like, like half of them or something. And what he's going to do is he's going to, that bird's going to send those resources back to town. That way, if I die, I lose less to like the revive penalty from the chap or whatever that revives us. I think, yeah, more elemental resistance. Elemental resistance is very important. Like, the way this guy works is he just tanks damage, and then I do this like the cleaver AoE to like just wail on guys while they're wailing on me, since I'm just way tougher. We wreck them like that. And so later on, early on, the elemental's less of a problem, but as you get later into the runs, elemental becomes like a really huge source of damage that the enemies will deal to you. So you want to have a lot of, like, I've got, my guy just innately has tons of physical armor. You look over here and look, he's got, scroll down, I got 71% physical armor. The percentage there is not as much. You think 30% fire resistance is a lot, but once you get to like the late game enemies and the halls and whatnot, oh, it's really not. It's really not that much. So you need all the resistance you can get. And let's keep scrolling around through here. Also, as right now I've got a lot of like, I'm yapping a lot of information dumped onto you. It's probably going to be like an hour, hour and a half, maybe even close to 2-hour long run. So as the video gets further along, there'll probably be a little bit less yapping going on. A little more moments of silence while like, yeah, we're just chilling, vibing. Because I'm doing this unedited. I could do this video, I could have done this video edited, but like I got a lot of yapping I want to do early on. So, and I just like listening to the music. Like I just enjoy listening to music, and I kind of just want to like make this video. It's not going to do, I don't know what's going to do that crazy on views on the channel, but I'm starting to think I want to do things more like, okay, this video, like I'm okay with it getting low views. It'll just be for like my own enjoyment, and also for the enjoyment of like the people that enjoy this game. I need to get out of this area over here. Okay. Go fight the totem boss. We've looted well enough. I'm sure I probably missed something. If I missed one skill or one trinket or whatever per map or area, whatever, as long as like we keep it moving along a little bit, you know, because I've got a mild case of OCD. I will sit there for 5-10 minutes or longer and just like take out the entire thing. We are very strong right now. We absolutely obliterate this guy. I can cast heal to try to keep my little buddies alive if I want to, but we absolutely obliterate this boss. Our damage is crazy. It's dead already. We are very highly leveled. Have a heal, buddies. And there's no loot on the sides for this boss as far as I can tell. It's always up here. You get some stone. 12 is actually a pretty good drop for it. You get over here. That's actually a pretty nice drop from this boss. Sometimes it's less than that. Oh, 27 wood, 20. Yeah, very generous, very generous. Also, I do have like stone bonus and stuff, right? Spells have a chance to inflict confusion. Why not? Not that I use a whole lot of spells. Open this one. Did I just get 2 hypnotic flutes? Did I just get 2 hypnotic flutes? Right? Am I, what? Or did I not pick it up last time? I don't know. No, I didn't pick up. Okay. Ooh, all right, that's not bad, actually. Over here, press R. What do I have on? It's got less armor. It's got nice hit point regeneration, but it is worse than I got right now. I can save for another character. The way the game works, once you... that's just the first boss main, by the way. We'll keep going. Once you... not once you... let me translate here. Basically, each time you do a new character, you're starting like from the game from the beginning. As far as we got here, we got plus 20 attack power is nice. Not that I really need it right now, but later on it could help. And you give me, all right, if you guys could not get away from me. That's not that great for us right now. Basically, you start from the beginning. So like, let's say, how we got? I keep getting interrupted here by stuff. Movements, weapon speed. I think we got enough health and physical damage. I mean, let's just go for great ring speed. So, This character, I've already unlocked New Game Plus and beaten all the bosses on this guy or whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to win this run, because there's other factors involved. Like, if I want to go play the Ranger, or some new character I haven't played yet, like Warlock or whatever, you're starting from, your character's level 1, and you don't have any bosses beaten for that character, so you can't do, like, normally you can do a shortcut past the caves and whatnot with this character. If I start a fresh character, they can't do a shortcut past the caves. They have to go through the caves level 1. They can't just jump straight to New Game, you know, +1. They have to beat on New Game normal, not normal level, right, first. We don't care about that right now. Let's go for, get the combo kills cooking better. Combo kills is actually kind of like, if you're at a point where like, ooh, enemies are kind of tough, you don't necessarily want combo kills because it can actually aggro a group of enemies from far away that you might not want to aggro yet. That is a concern that you can have. Now, I'm strong enough where, like, I feel pretty like, this run right here, I feel fairly confident I'm gonna win. There's no guarantee. Like, I have had runs where, like, oh yeah, this is easy clap, I'm gonna win this. And then, oops, I jump into a group of, like, 20 enemies in one of the later areas and didn't pay enough attention to my health, and oops, I'm dead. Or I'm fighting the boss, I made it, oopsie, oops, I'm dead. So, like, it's, even as strong as I am right now, the end, there's some stuff back here. It's no guarantee. Sure, I can always sell these for money, grab the highest level 1, whatever. Here we go. But yeah, the Cleaver is a fantastic weapon. I tried a bit on the Warrior, because I got my Warrior up to level 7 or something, and it was good on him too. So I tried it first on. We keep on moving, keep on vibing. And we can just skip the XP, you don't need it, it's not going to be that much here. Later on, the XPs are worth picking up, but the early... it's based on your level. I'm leveled up enough that, like, it's better just, like, zoom through like this. It's not worth killing those guys for XP, it's not worth getting those guys for XP. Really, you just want, I think if you go through the Citadel, you skip this, go straight to the dungeon, which I could do in future episodes. You guys need to let me know if, like, do you want to see me go through the early areas, or do, like, when I do other episodes, do you want to see me just, like, alright, just use the shortcut thing and skip through as much as possible, keep the video shorter, just let me know. We got a good one over here. I mean, this is good too, but this one, this is great. Not for the 30 physical damage, but the stun. It's only got like a 1 second cooldown. So it's really useful against elites. So right now, I walk into these guys, boom, see that one guy's got the little stars above his head? He got stunned for a little bit. That's really useful against elites, because you can walk into them and stun them and wail on them a bit without them hitting you for a little bit. So when you're fighting areas that are a little bit tougher, that's a very good one to have. When you're fighting areas that are like easy, not that super relevant. What do I want here? Chance to block some damage. Yeah, chance to block damage is great. My whole thing, like the whole strength of this guy is just like eating damage. What you got for me? I already got it from you, right? Yeah, I already talked to you. We keep on moving over here. I can ignore you. These guys right here, I don't worry about keeping them alive. This is always how you get to the next area. I'll do a quick loot check. These guys, they will die to the boss. Like like anytime you fight a boss, these guys will usually die unless like you're super overpowered compared to the boss. But I don't worry about keeping them alive. And frankly, trying to keep them alive actually tends to slow me down when it comes to farming. So basically, the only guy, like, I'll grab them because, like, if you grab them 50 times, it'll, like, give you one of these accomplishments, and these accomplishments give you bonus, like, XP points to level up your vitality and stuff on new characters. So it's worth having. Blueprints, I do want these. Sure, we take that. Blueprints are useful. But yeah, I don't worry about those guys too much. This stuff, I don't really care about looting stuff. It'll just be a little bit of gold. That's fine. Deal you guys. Anything over here? You have, yeah, see, 4 wood, 2 iron. I'll take it, I guess. Not a big deal. But yeah, I'm just trying to do a little quick loot. That looks like a breakable wall. Yeah, sometimes I can see them. Sometimes I can't. It's some are easy to tell, some are not. Sure, we take that, but, you know, we got a little trinket there. Then that particular trinket, I don't really even care about. So, like, I don't worry about it too much. Like, if you miss those things, like, it's not the end of the world. It's not fully, you know, in fact, there might be some, like, I don't want to miss out on, this I don't want to miss out on scrolls and, or skills rather. I don't want to miss out on skills, and I don't want to miss out on, what is this right here, some gold? Yeah, 5 gold, who cares? Is this, no, I thought something else. I don't want to miss out on skills. I don't, like these guys. I don't want to miss out on these guys. What you got for me? Throwing stars. I pause the game, you know, this. That's not that great. Caltrops, not that great. XP gain. I'm already level 22. I'm not worried about that. More gold gain. Yes, please. Gold is always huge. Trader's coin, more gold. Yep. Anything to improve my gold income and whatnot is great. If you're early in the game, some areas it can be worth like destroying the pots if there's a lot of them. Like that's 100 gold right there, and that can add up throughout a run. So it all depends like how far along you are, whether it's worth it to like level up a lot or not. All right, we'll keep it moving over here. There's an elite, so I can, like you can walk. Like if everybody's dead with the elite, you can walk in and stun them. But well, we don't really need to. Anything down here? How much gold is that? 67. Nah, it's not worth it. If it's, we care about like thousands of gold. All right, and anything over here? Just a little scroll. How much scroll's giving us? Not much. All right, so we don't care about that yet. So far, this is how we came in. All right, we're done looting through here. Time to go through to the next area. Keep it schmoving, keep it vibing. Yeah. I don't want to spend like 2.5 hours per run over here. You trigger this and then some enemies will come here. They quite often will kill these guys of mine, but you know, whatever. Unfortunately, these little buddies I have with me, even if I try to heal them and stuff, they will die eventually. Eventually, we'll reach an area that they will not be able to survive. And frankly, the effort of trying to keep them alive is more like, it's just not worth it. It just slows me down to try to keep them alive. Now, if you're not as far ahead in the game as I am, sure it is worth it to try to keep them alive. They actually help quite a bit, depending where you're at. Also, there's like more elite versions of them you can find later, which is super cool because they're just like stronger. And now we're going through the other area here. I can just like ignore these guys and aggro a bunch at once. That's nice about the thing about being nicely leveled is like it's just so much more efficient to like run through and eat, like just carve through a bunch of groups at once. Nice, more elemental resistance. That's good to get early. That's one of the best ones. You want lots of that. Found the way up already, but we haven't really looted the area much. We're starting to the point where like some of the loot's maybe a little bit more worth gathering. How much is that? Like, yeah, I mean, that's not an insignificant amount of gold to be grabbing. Take you guys out of here so I can talk to you in peace. This guy. Now, sometimes he didn't do it this time, but sometimes down, like you're trading the top option to get the bottom option. Sometimes the bottom option will give you like a decent bit of stone or wood, which I want to take when I can. But unfortunately, this time, no dice. More attack power in exchange for blackjack, maybe. I don't care about caltrops. I don't care about that. Blackjack's nice, but I might get it again later. But more attack power is that's just gonna make me carve through like the later enemies even faster. This trap will activate once I grab this chest over here. Your buddies they take no damage from traps. They're immune to it, so don't worry about that. Just some gear here. I'm high level enough that I can just kind of walk through it and do that, and then give myself a little heal like that. That's the nice thing about Paladin is you don't really care about taking damage so much because you can heal like crazy. I haven't even used a single you know, potion yet because I don't really need to. Although a lot of times I'll misclick and use them. Also, if you're high enough level enough, you can really just soar through areas and like, yep, where's the loot? Show me the loot. Over here we got a trap here, just tank the damage. Open this. Give me you. We got a little bit of gold. Ooh, leather warbow. We'll take it. And then go back down. You can go either way in these. Doesn't really matter which. My buddies died because I just completely neglected them and let them die, which, sorry guys, but trying to keep them alive would just mean slowing myself down, which I'm disinterested in doing. Keep moving along here. This is a new layout. I haven't actually... the game, it's RNG, it's procedurally generated, and it varies. This is the first time I've seen like a little graveyard in here. This is neat. Still finding new stuff here. This is a cool little area. Give me all this. Kind of dark on the screen. Nice. It's very nice for your plus 40 spell power. Nice. So we're still finding cool little new layouts and stuff. We've checked that side pretty thoroughly. I think we did talk to that guy, right? I guess. Sure. If I miss some stuff, we miss some stuff. I'm just going to go for like, you know, like a good 80% clear, get most of the stuff. Nothing down there. Okay. Use my dashes more. What's my movement speed? 121%. I wouldn't mind increasing my movement speed just from meta progress and stuff to be able to like move through areas faster. And we have in this area, we have, oh, this big pile of bones here, it'll spawn little, first if I can clear, yeah, little scary guys are missing the bottom half of their bodies. But they're pretty easy to deal with. It's a great way to farm your combo meter if there's a bunch of those all around. Get some achievements. Alright, so we're done with this area. The way out was over there. So, left and up. Left and up it shall be. Got some stray guys over here. 4 XP. Yeah, like I don't like it's just not worth worrying about the XP in these early areas. I think I'm strong enough where like I could skip these early areas. As far as like, because you can skip the early areas and still get a fair bit of trinkets by lighting all the torches in the thing that lets you, the architect's thing lets you skip the areas. But you skip all the wood and gold and materials you would have gotten for farming the early areas. So if your goal is to farm resources and like farm meta progress, gold, wood, stone, you do not want to skip the early areas because mostly you know, I beat that totem boss and got like, you know, 20 stuff or whatever. That's pretty notable. You want that. So you would think, oh, if you want to farm wood and stone and resources, you want to farm it from the hard areas. I kind of know, especially early on in the game. Once you get to the point where you can handle like the Great Halls, this, like if I drink a potion, this lets me refill my potions. But if you're full in potions, you can't use it. Once you get to the point where you can make it to the Great Halls, it might then become worth it to skip the early areas because it takes 40. Like, basically, there's a skip by using the Architect's thing. They'll skip like probably the first 45 minutes or so of the run, go straight to like the dungeon. Again, no wood. You're getting lucky. You're not getting wood. Do I want spell damage? No. This, no. I don't want any things you're offering. Sometimes you just have to say no to that guy because he's offering stuff you want. These things just trigger fire at you. The fire does hurt enemies as well, so get wrecked there. Only 400 XP. That's weird. Normally there's a chest down there. That's the first time I've seen it not drop a chest, but I guess to give you a scroll for some health or whatever. We'll keep on moving over here. Anytime you see this little plus thing right here, the boss is right there. That will lay out right there. Go through you guys. Down my way. Anything down here I care about? I see... no, not really. Get past these guys. So just looking for the good loot. Looking for skills. Looking for chests. Looking for good stuff. I can just wreck you guys. There we go. These things will just keep spawning things unless you clear them out, so... Get them out of my face. Stop spawning the little dudes. Now you guys I can just move past and get... Alright, I got another thing over here. You can dash and avoid a lot of damage by dashing. What you got for me? We get a nice bit of wood there. Yeah. So, you can tell, like, how much have I gotten so far? If you look over here, I've got, not to mention what the bird brought back, I've already gotten 78 wood just on this run. And that is wood I would not have gotten if I skipped. So, like, it is good to, like, farm. It's like, if you're just looking to get some resources early, it's good to farm, unless you're at the point where, like, oh yeah, we can go to the Great Hall and, rush towards the halls and get lots of gold there and use that gold to buy wood back at base. That's like later on, really. Extra lightning damage, don't care. Chance to deal lightning. No, convolution gives me more damage, sure. Convolution will trigger sometimes give more damage. Convolution, info, characters, no, info, where is it? Skills. Convolution is, or conviction? Or convolution? It's conviction, this one. Keep saying the wrong thing. That's the one. That's the one. Anything over here we care about? No, just a little bit of gold there. I think we are done here, right? Nothing really special here. Haven't checked over there. I'm really looking for guys that, like, give me the opportunity to trade for stone or just skills and stuff. What we got up here? Aha! Blueprint, also blueprints, yeah. So, the game, a lot of this game, especially the first like 10 or 15 hours, is just like grinding meta progress. It is. Equipment enchantment, great, static. So, if you're like to watch this video, decide if you want to like buy or play the game or not, just be aware that like the game is it's fairly grindy. Like it took me probably like 10 or 15 hours, I think, to get my first like win on the default difficulty here. So. It's very much like enjoy the grind kind of thing. If that's unappealing to you, perhaps not the game for you. Because it is very grindy. It is very like, alright, lose the first boss, grind through this early areas again. Lose the first boss again, grind through early areas again. Rinse repeat throughout the entire game, just gradually getting farther and farther each time. And then after doing that for a while, you get it. So the way this boss works is, if I wasn't killing these guys and he just had all of these things filled up with little guys like praising him and keeping him alive, he would be taking no damage. But as I take out more of them, basically it's like every like few seconds or so, he takes a bit of damage based on how many of these guys are missing. And if all of them are full, he slowly heals his hit point back up. So basically my job is just to run around and take these guys out. Now I'm high level enough that having like 30 of these little dudes running around towards me, it's not a big deal. Now if you're pretty early on low level, having all these, you want to be running as fast as I am now, because I've got like all kinds of movement speed buffs. this damage would be hurting you more significantly, etc. It would be taking you like 3 or 4 hits standing still to then get one of these guys instead of like 2, maybe like even 5 or 6 hits. So it wouldn't be so like laughably easy. But even this particular boss, even with as overpowered as I am, it still takes a little bit of time to beat him, simply because even if I manage to keep all of these little circles clear of his buddies, I can't blitz down a ton of damage on him because it's at a set interval, like every like 4 or 5 seconds. If all of these things are empty, he takes like 5% of his health gone or whatever. So there just is no way that I know of to really speed this boss fight along like I did with the totem pole, other than just like have more move speed and just one-shot these guys, and that's really all there is to it. This boss is just like, there is no way to beat this boss in like 3 seconds just with the design of him. Not that I really mind, it's kind of fun to like go around my axe and take out like 30 of these guys at once. Kind of fun. Well, yeah, there's no way to like, aha, boss melted in 3 seconds. And we get some more loot over here. This guy does a lot. Some of the bosses don't drop stone or wood. I would like it if every boss dropped stone and wood. One more potion charge we take. This gives us spit of random web, whatever. This gives us a battle axe weakness, only level 11, but we take it. How strong is that compared to mine? It doesn't. It's a different. This is a cleaver. This is the axe. It doesn't have the whirlwind thing. Now, dungeon level 1 is, as far as I know, the farthest forward. I mean, it's possible it takes farther forward. I just haven't learned yet. But this is as far forward as the shortcut takes you when you go through like the architects, the little shortcut place. I don't care about that one. Chance to do random whatever. Make cleansing touch, reveal debuffs and afflictions. You know, if I do this, it'll take away poison. Huh? Was that it? Okay. Now, when you're inside of a building area, like forest or outside, it's hard to see them. In Imp, it's a little bit easier to see them because it will show a little red portal with the imp standing in front of it. So the portal makes it easier to see. The problem is, I don't know the radius for where he's at. So, like, I could... Is he, like, global? Like, it's like, again, it's like trying to find him. Where is he at? So I'm looking for a little red portal on the wall with an imp standing in front of it, and I don't know if it's just like anywhere on the map or if it's nearby. Getting him twice in one run's pretty good, but the problem is like it's really hard to find the guy. Like there's an imp somewhere. I don't know if he stays here the entire time. I don't know if enemies like to kill him. I don't know if my attacks accidentally kill him. So just be aware that if you're on the inside maps where you're this is like a little trap thing where you take damage here and try to avoid damage, but we can just run through a tank it all. Give me this. There's sometimes a glitch in the game where the text doesn't show up properly, so that's not supposed to look like that, but yeah, we have that. Go ahead and get through here, do some damage to you. Quick heal. What do you do? Plus 40 armor. Yeah, sometimes it just bugs out. Some things like a UI thing. Where is this imp at? Where are you at, friend? I don't know why this is here. You can unlock that, but there's never anything in here. I want there to be something in there. Let's go through this. Aha, here he is. See, look how hard he is to see. And also, he's over here. I was over there, so he can spawn literally half a map away at least, so that's good to know. Give myself a little heal real quick here. Oh, he disappeared! Okay, you know what? I'm glad I didn't talk to him in time, because now we know for sure, it's confirmed, he is time sensitive. If you don't get to him in time, he does disappear, and also he can appear literally half a map away, so now we know. You can check on the top. Somebody like do a thing where you can like, somebody watch the video back and like, okay, the text prompt appeared here, and then 2 minutes later he disappeared. That way, like, it'd be nice if we could all know for certain how long it takes for him to disappear. So when so that's kind of tough. More mana regeneration is nice. Was that a blueprint? I think it was. So you have a finite amount of time to find him, and he can also spawn really far away. So that's, not gonna lie, that's kind of rough. I'd like him to not be time sensitive, or if he is time sensitive, when the text prompt pops up, have him appear fairly close. That'd be nice. I feel like that's a little something the developers can make it a little bit more friendly. Although I guess it makes it more of like a specialty we find it, but yeah. It was worth missing him to know that we don't have infinite time to find him. That's good to know. But also these guys, you can actually hit them through there. The whole challenge of this is these guys are attacking you while you run through. I just hit them. There's fine. And then you hit this button there, and then you can run back through the middle. Give me this. We get plus 40 weapon power, and spell power is very strong. How much do we get for now? 275 is insane damage, by the way. That's crazy. And we crit for, what, 400 something right there? We are, yeah, 237 power is nuts. We are stupid strong right now. Stupid strong. What are you guys doing over here? What are you doing over here? Just standing there, looking all tempting to beat up. All right, we gotta keep. I think we're still at the point where we can kind of like rush through and ignore a lot of enemies, and then once you have a big old group of them behind me, I can hit them all at once there. So we're still fairly strong here. And anything here I care about? Is that gold worth getting right now? 1,000 gold? I think we've reached the point where picking up gold's worth it if I got 1,000. How much did I get there? No, that's only 300. Debatable. We might be at the point where it's worth like picking up the gold. Here's my spot to go up to the next area. Is this gold worth picking up? 391? I mean, maybe. Do I want to keep exploring around this area? I missed something significant over there. I think we gotta go back to get that. We gotta go get that. I mean, that gold's not particularly worth. Dash past you guys. Ah, the shadow thing. Okay, so this right here, this shadow thing right here is, it's a curse. It's a shadow curse, and what the curse does is it takes away some of your armor and some of your elemental resistance in exchange for giving yourself, like, a gift. I can give myself another, like, Armor of Wrath stack, or the first stack if I don't have it. I can give myself more, make my spell stronger. I can give myself more weapon spell crit damage. So if I click this, it would give me 3 Shadow Curse. Not a lot. You lose, like, 5 armor per. This one give me 5, this can give me 3. I can do them all and get more. It's like, so it's kind of, what I want to do, so how much are you individually? You're 5, you're 3, so it'll be 8. You do both, so you get penalized for doing more than one. What you want to do is give yourself a little, if you can afford it, a little bit of Shadow Curse, because later on you get pyres that will remove, I think, 8, up to 8 Shadow Curse. You get that little 3 right there. That's my Shadow Curse. If you get enough Shadow Curse, look at, if you get a bunch of Shadow Curse, the visibility of the enemies, they become a little bit more transparent, your vision starts to go away. Then as you get closer, the visibility improves. Right now, I only have 3 stacks, that's not that much, so you can still see them fairly well. But like, it does penalize you in ways more than just the armor reduction. Plus 10 resistance, that's a great one to get. My resistance situation is looking a lot better. If we check it over here, yeah, that's looking a lot healthier, almost 40% there. Give me this. 11 wood's actually a nice get, love that. You burn through wood and stone and gold like crazy back at the base. So quick. And, there's accomplishments. The reason why you want to take Shadow Curse, like even if you don't actually care about the ability, is you, there's some reward around here, I forget which one it is. I need to find more imps for that. That you can, unlock accomplishments. Blessing of Might, that gives me more damage, right? Info effect. Blessing Might, yeah, plus 10% damage, we take that. Is there anything else I care about around here? That is just mana, that's just health. I think we are good to go here. Might miss a few things, but good enough. We're fine. But, yeah, if in the later areas, I think it's in the courts or so, you can activate pyres, which will remove, each pyre can remove up to 8 Shadow Curse. I did once, it removed 8 of 11 that I had at the time. And that will work towards your accomplishments. You trigger a lot of these along the ways, but knowing certain ones, like, oh yeah, I need to do this to unlock that accomplishment, and to make a point to do it, is useful because they give you stat points that are across all characters. So, clear this guy's over here, more Shadow Curse here. If you look over into here, it pauses when you open this menu right here. So, if I make a point to evade a bunch of attacks and get and unlock Dodger's level 1 here, see that little star that's right over where my mouse is right there? That is a point that can be used back at base. And same with this over here. That's like a skill point that can be used for like vitality or whatever. So if I start a new character, I can like literally, even though they're level 1, because I have just tons of points unlocked from all of these and all of these, I can level them up like tons of vitality and health and agility, even though they're only at level 1 and haven't even leveled up yet. It's a way to like make newer characters go faster and faster and faster through the game. I think we're fine here. So just because I've played the game so much, ooh, hello, give me this. Source of dash charge? Sure. So I can dash, press E and get an extra dash charge back real quick. Great. So it's worth doing those things. That way, when you go to play new characters, going through the game is not like, okay, the first time my Paladin goes through the game, it took me, 10 hours to get my first win, and now it's not even on New Game Plus, so it's just like a regular mode. But because you have a billion accomplishments unlocked now, when I try to get my Warlock level 1 to beat the game for the first time, it might take me only 3 hours instead of 10 hours, or maybe only 2 hours instead of 10 hours, or something like that. Just like, it expedites the process to make it each subsequent character you play through feel less grindy through the early games, which I think is good design. What do I want here? This is a good one here. Now I block 40% of damage instead of 30% when I have more than half my mana left, at the cost of, you know, using some mana to do that. These are my buddies right here. They're glowing. They're like, lead the way, lead the way. They're stronger versions of... also, grab these guys every time you can because they also count towards achievements. They'll help me fight. Again, these guys will most likely die at one of the bosses, but I'm not super worried about it. I'm at a point where I don't really... The only way I'm going to lose this run is just by my own absent-mindedness while talking to you guys. Or just greed. Ooh, double XP gain. That only lasts until this icon right here runs out. That's temporary. That will start to slowly fill with red and go away. This right here, anytime you see this right here with like this little path up with a bunch of these little claw thingies over here, this is what will lead to the boss. So just, you know, be aware that if you're not wanting to fight that boss yet, you want to keep going through and grabbing loot. Well, then just ignore it and go back and grab through. These things right here, they will hit you. They hit you, and it like does damage over time, and it puts a little broken bone effect on you, so you move slow. You can try to avoid that a little bit by just hitting them as you go through and avoid a lot of that pain and annoyance. Get you guys out of here. This is locked over here. I can't go through it, but I can take you guys out over here, and then I can go through here. Get this out of my way. I'm strong enough that I can just dodge this. I prefer to not... Oh, that's good. Fire resistance and a lot of armor. We are... This is a very lucky run as far as resistance goes. We're up to 75% physical defense. My fire resistance is 48%. That's good, because those fire guys in the hulls are, late game, are devastating. Yeah, even as strong and as level as I am now, those fire guys are devastating if you don't have the right stuff. Why am I fighting you guys? I can just, like, zip past you. I can zip past you. And if you guys like this video, I can keep doing more videos in this game. I think I'll probably need to do like different characters and different builds, do some farming off camera, because like it's a good thing I've farmed like the last 15 hours of this game off camera, because it would have been like 15 really boring, really repetitive videos. I think this is a game where like if I want to make content on it, I gotta do a little bit of grinding off camera sometimes. Because watch me like, oh, get the first boss and then die. Oh, I got the second boss and then die. Oh, I got the third boss and then die is a pretty rough watch, I think. Much better just like see me actually like... See this one? It's also worth it to grab every blue thing you see and every red thing you see, the health and mana, because they too also count towards these accomplishments. So if you wonder why I'm going to pick up the blue things or the red things sometimes even at full, because that's just like a muscle memory habit I developed, because like, oh yeah, even if I'm at full, these things still unlock achievements for me, which are useful for improving meta progress, although I need to like resist the urge to do that while playing the game, while like making videos for you guys, because you like keep it moving along, you know, even unedited. Even my unedited video enjoyers, people who love this game, even y'all have like, everybody has their limited amount of patience as far as like how much like, oh my god, moving along, you know, they can tolerate, right? Stack of bleeding. I like this because it gives me a little bit extra gold, but it might be something else I want better. I can only buy 2. Infused amethyst, we gotta get that. We need more lightning resistance for sure. Chance for 3 mana kill. That is a good one. That is tempting, although my mana is probably not that bad at this point in the game. I think we have enough damage to resist. At this point, I think just give me the gold. Just give me a little bit extra gold for meta progress purposes. Be nice. Also, I have things that help me get mana, right? Am I wearing the... No, that one... I had a thing to help me get... This one. Nimble Steel Helmet of Siphoning restores 2 mana on kill. Helps me get more mana, and obviously there's the Conviction gives me a chance to restore mana, 5% of my max capacity. That's another reason to improve your max capacity in this guy. If you have 1,000 mana and restore 5%, that's what, 50? 50 mana on, like, if you have 1,000 mana and you're restoring 5% and 15% hit, that'd be a ton of mana regeneration, so it's good to have a lot. Let's get that bone pile out there so we can keep some of them. So yeah, see how they're kind of like a little bit less visible, but now as I get closer, a little bit more visible? That's the Shadow Curse. So even though at level 3 it does like help like hinder the visibility a little bit. Am I missing anything here? Are we ready to go? To the right. To the right as I dash into a wall. Anything over here I care about? Bit of gold. I'm reaching the point where I've been yapping nonstop for almost an hour straight, and the voice gets a little bit hoarse when I talk nonstop, so you may hear a few more pauses as I see, we got the blackjack back. I'm gonna pause here, drink water. Alright. Alright, we back. We back. We got up here. Nothing. Like, you can grab this for, like, the Earl achievement, but I'm gonna try to resist the urge to do that. Let's get out of here. Where was boss at? Boss was... left. All the way left. Gotcha. So we are trying to zoom this. Now, this probably, if you're unfamiliar with the game, this probably seems fairly slow placed. It's been almost an hour in this video, and he's just now getting to, like, the third boss. For this game, this is actually decent pace for, like, not using shortcuts. Obviously, if I used the shortcut, I could have gotten this boss in, like, 10 or 15 minutes, and if you guys want, I can try to use the shortcut whenever possible in future videos if I have it unlocked. If I'm doing a new character that doesn't have the shortcut unlocked, then we don't, but yeah. Just let me know what you're looking for this game. Also, we're gonna melt this boss. This boss actually was a pretty tough choke point for me for a while. That really slowed my progress. I can get my buddies a heal here, keep him alive a bit better. There's about to have a tough time. There we go. We got him. There we go. And we heal. The middle one is my heal. This one is this ability over here, and this one is the divine pillars. Do I have enough mana? Yeah, there it is. And after you beat the boss, these things unlock. I find the ones on the left kind of hit and miss. That was not bad. 4,000 experience early on is actually a pretty hefty chunk. This one gives me that's all right. 4 stone. This boss's loot is not bad. Really convenient to get. Some of them are just like don't really have much in them. This one usually is the better one down here. You give me yeah, like that's not bad. 13 wood. That's pretty good. To the right over here, I don't even know why this exists. Like you can open that and there's just nothing in there. You come down here. Nothing in here. You press this button, that unlocks this, opens this, but it really doesn't have much in here. Like 400 gold, I don't know. It's kind of like, I just wish the rewards were a little bit better. Just give me a couple pieces of wood or something over there. Just something to make that feel worth right. Chance to inflict stun, great. Spell hits, I don't really cast a lot of spells. Chance to inflict bleeding, great. Does some damage over time. A nice wand for when I do like a wand build, sure, for like a mage character. I'm gonna have to like level up characters in between runs, or I don't know, you guys want to see me do like the whole thing through. I feel like making videos on this game, also this is where like difficulty spikes a little bit more here. We're in the barracks, right? This is where things start to get a little bit real, and even as overpowered as I am, even now I have to be like a little bit more careful, I think. They got a little bit more hit points, they do a little bit more damage, it's not quite as free as it was. This is where we've reached the area where, like, if I'm not careful, I can die. Also, these guys, they hit you. Well, 36 damage there. Nice little bit of wood there. So this is where, like, I could die. We're still pretty strong, I can still handle these guys fairly well, but this is where, like, if I'm not paying attention, I like to heal these guys sometimes, but yeah, it's probably not gonna last that too long. Where I could very easily just like, oops, I was talking about something, not paying attention, and now I'm dead, and sorry, I got like almost 20 hours of muscle memory of picking up mana potions even though I don't need them, so just be aware that that's gonna happen sometimes. Pick up, anything over here? No. Gold? How much? I mean, 260 gold there's not bad. Take these guys out. We're still pretty strong. I can still breeze through this fairly well. Yeah, I gotta like resist the urge, but like if I go through and aggro everything, there's a world where bad things could happen, but I still kind of want to do that because, well, it just frankly makes it a little more exciting. Dodge through here. Any goods? Just kind of like checking. Oh, gotta heal. Gotta be careful. I'm waiting for my like whirlwind to go off cooldown over here. If it'd be so kind. Now we can whirlwind. I find trying to like target the mages is pretty useful. This thing just triggers periodically and shuts off, but I can just destroy it. My damage is crazy right now. Hitting for 250 is nuts. Alright, I'm gonna ignore you guys. We're still pretty strong. We're zooming through, give me some goods. My combo kills do a lot of work on them. So we zoom through here. Get a bit of this, lovely. Dash that, just another way down sometimes. These little blue things, they do hit the enemies. The traps do damage enemies, including that blue thing. So sometimes you'll go through and find guys you haven't even encountered yet, low in health, or some even killed. Just from that is kind of nice. We're zooming through nicely, though. Well, relatively compared to this game. Like, videos in this game are just going to be long if I don't edit them. That's just all there's to it. Like, they're going to be long. Lightning damage? No. I don't care about any of these. I wish there was I want a reroll option. I guess... this one. I don't need extra undead damage when I heal because I'm at the point where the undead enemies in this game aren't really a problem for me. And in the final area, there aren't any undead enemies. They're just, I don't know, at least I don't think there are. So that ability doesn't really help me in like the late game stuff. I tell you what though, it feels way better. Like, I could be playing New Game Plus, but I'm choosing to do regular mode because I find the game way more like fun and chill to do when you're relatively strong and just farming. Because it was only like maybe 3 or 4 runs ago when I was going through this area and I wasn't quite as leveled as I am now, that I would have, like, you had to fight one group at a time. So let me show you what that looks like, fighting one group at a time when there's an area like this big, because Barracks is a fairly big area. So let's see. Okay, so you're right here. You come over here, you aggro the guys, then you group back and you pull them away from the rest. And then you go in and you fight them, and it takes more than one axe to kill them. You spend maybe like 30 seconds, you fight them, go around, beat them. Then you might have to sit here and wait for your mana to regenerate, or your hit points to regenerate a little bit. You know, cast a heal if you need it. And then you go in, and then you aggro the next group. And then you pull them back. And then you fight them away from everybody else. You're not aggroing everybody at once, and you spend 15, 30 seconds beating them. And it makes it so that if you're not like super particularly leveled, like, oh, I want a good challenge. Basically, this game's version of a good challenge against regular mobs is just like, it just takes longer. It just like, do the same thing over and over again, and instead of just running through and clearing an area and looting, fun, got tons of loot, it turns into like, okay, so, I'm getting distracted. We need to go to the writing down. It just basically, instead of spending 5 minutes running around killing easy mobs, looting an area, it turns into spend literally at 30 minutes or more, slowly taking out one group, and then another group, and another group, and another group, and another group, bit by bit, by agonizing bit. And that's the reason I haven't gone to New Game Plus yet, because I want to level as much as I can before I go to New Game Plus, because spending half an hour to loot an area that if I was more leveled I could loot in 5 minutes or less, for me, is not particularly fun. For me, like, the first 10 or 15 hours was it felt grindy. It felt like a grind. This is much more chill and fun. I can vibe, I can run through, I can be like, nah, nothing I want, you guys follow me. Oh, we got some tough trap, I'll just go ahead and skip it all and do this, and oh, they're doing there. Do a quick heal, and then, you know, get myself back out there. And it feels more fun to zoom through the game. Both from a playing experience, but also from like a viewing experience. I've watched enough YouTube myself to, like, I don't want to know how many thousands of hours, tens of thousands of hours of YouTube I've watched. I've got a problem with how much YouTube I watch. Give me this discordant fiddle. Chance gains silence and deal. I'm not sure I've seen that one. At least I don't get very often. Just dash past these guys. They do a little bit of damage, whatever. Oh, hello. What you got for me? More damage against elites. More. Oh, we're getting great. Yeah. Give me those resistances. Beautiful. What's my resistance at now? We are at. Oh, that's good resistance. 50%. That's great resistance. I think one of my gear has a little bit of. Yeah, you've got some lightning resistance right there. You can get gear that resistance too. All right. I think we're like down here, right? Yeah, all right, top left. We're done through here, but you see how much, like, so even though, like, for some people watching this, if, you know, congrats to those who've made it this far, you're few in number, percentage-wise, you'd be surprised the number of people that click the video and just click off right away, especially on unedited videos. Here we go. Maybe I should edit my videos, make them more watchable. Nah, for some videos I will. I think what I want to do with my channel, I don't want to talk too much about the back end stuff that's happening, trying to break, but I do want to, I always bounce back and forth between like, do I want to edit? Do I want to not edit? I think I'm just going to do it based on like, what's this? More weapon power and spell power. I think just based on the game. I think some games like this game and Wall World, I think are probably fine to do unedited. Like, you know, once I am experienced enough at the game, which I am at both those games at this point. Whereas other games, like, they just kind of need editing. They're just like super slow paced. And other games, like, they kind of work. I have some games like Territorial. It kind of works either way. I can just kind of do based on what I feel like. So if you're looking for like, what's this channel all about? Editing, no editing, this game, that game. A little bit of everything. We'll do a little bit of everything. Sometimes it's going to be edited, sometimes it's going to be not. Sometimes I'm going to practice game, grind the game off camera. Like this one, I'm going to like probably do a lot of grinding off camera. Other games, it'll be mostly on camera. It's just whatever just kind of like feels right for both me and the channel. It's just kind of how we're going to do it. There's a lot of enemies, so I'm not going to run through and aggro a bunch. I'm going to fight these guys here. Also, some enemies, like the big ones, can stun you. In later areas, they have effects. They can stun you or silence you, make it so you can't attack. Maybe there's like they can physically stun you so you can't move. They can put an effect on you so you can't do your like melee attack. They can put another effect on you that effect that stops you from casting your spell. So be aware of like the bigger, bulkier dudes, though. Like the physically bigger guys. None right here, but there was one earlier down there. Later in the runs, they can like put effects on you. What am I doing? I'm chaotically exploring without a whole lot of like playing. We're just checking things out. Give me skill. The game pauses when you pick your skills. This one, I never get it because I tried it one time and it wasn't that much of an improvement, frankly. Armored Knight, chance to strike a random nearby enemy with both lightning when I take damage. This is good on my guy because it's half of my armor, and I've got a lot of armor. So if that triggers, it's going to hit them for like 300 damage or something. I need to heal here. You guys are even as leveled, and we're not even in the courts or the halls yet, and these guys are still like put some damage on me. So we're not like stupid leveled for this area. Like this is probably about the level of challenge I'd like for an area. Like there's a threat of I like a chance of like losing. But like I also don't want to grind for a million billion years through an area. Like I want to like zoom through an area in like 5 or 10 minutes. You know, each level 5 or 10 minutes. Not spend 30 plus minutes slowly eking my way through it. See that big guy right there? If I let him hit me, he has a chance of like stunning me. And in the next areas, they like are almost guaranteed to like hit you in effect there. What do we have over here? I think I care about. We have a little bit of gold. It's fine. Put you guys in my... the thing about this build, it's remind you, it's this thing right... where is it? Armor Knight. That's an effect. I forgot what it is. Where it's somewhere in there. But there's a thing that like, if I'm above half mana, a lot of damage just gets eaten up by my mana, and that just works better for like tanking damage, because a lot of times you just find mana gems to recover it. I don't know why, it just works better. Because you do have like hit point regeneration, but it's like having a nice little buffer is just useful. You know, I can go into fight with full health, or like in half mana. It just works. I don't know. I'm rambling. Been talking nonstop for an hour straight. I'm beginning to lose coherency of my commentary. Excuse me, gentlemen. Well, that just do be happening. All right. So I wonder if I overvalue like coherent commentary sometimes. I think for some games, people just kind of like watching the game. They kind of like background noise, and honestly, I feel like some of the content I make, y'all just use as like second monitor content, which I'm okay with. I'm chill with that. Aha, boss time over here. Anytime you see these little wooden fence things on the sides over here, that's boss time for the barracks. And have I explored enough? I've probably missed some notable stuff over here. I see that wood there. I think sometimes if you break wooden structures, they have a chance of dropping a single piece of wood. It's not that big a deal, frankly. Do a quick check through of goodies over here. I'm looking for loot. I didn't get hit by any of them. Give me this. What you got for me? Just a bit of equipment. These guys are over here getting hurt by the traps, doofuses. Getting hurt by your own traps. Give me that stone. Need to resist the urge to break every block, every piece of wood I see. I want a shadow curse, dash charge, spell power, massive regen. Nah, I'm fine. I don't necessarily love the way the shadow curse takes away my armor, especially the elemental resistance. It's rough for it to be taken away from me, and I don't want. I mean, they're dropping a decent bit of gold. Not terrible to pick that up. See, like, if you see how I use my mana to tank damage, and like the little blue things are everywhere, and it's really easy to. It's much easier to top off your blue than it is your red, I find, which just makes it so much easier to tank with this guy. It's like Shield of Conviction, I think it's called. It says it's Shield of Conviction. Where is it? It's not one of your default skills, right? It's one of your things you get add. It's not under the stats, is it? Where does it show? Is it an effect? Shadow Curse. Is it like under your character? Is it a trinket that you start with? Equipment? I don't know where it's at, but it's that thing I picked to start. I don't know where it shows in my info there. We missed some stuff on the right over there. I would like to be able to have a little more. I find the thing about I used to stream on Twitch a little bit back in the day, not much, or like not much recently, way early in the days I streamed a bunch. It's all gone now. And all right, so we're clear here. All right, time to get out of here. Anything up here? No, we're good. The thing about YouTube is it's very algorithmically oriented, where like videos like this where it's unedited and like it's really designed specifically for people that are into Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. Like this video is not really intended and designed for somebody who's like, oh, I have a casual interest in the game, or oh, I'm kind of curious. No, this video here is made for people who are into Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 and who want to see this Paladin build. Secret, I saw it. Give me reduce detection range, more damage. That's for like go for assassin thing. It's really designed for people who are into Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. The algorithm doesn't like that. The algorithm likes videos that are designed for that appeal to everybody, even if they only have a casual interest in. Like I kind of want to be able to do things on my channel. Also, boss time here. Two at once here. Harbingers of Dread. One's melee. One's magic. I find if you want to take them down faster, it's better have like do my AoE attack when there's like two of them real close to each other. Man, we were melting them quick. The first time I fought these guys, these were even when I was actually fairly under leveled. As long as you have enough movement speed and the ability to like heal with the Paladin, and some mana generation, you can actually like kite them around like this and beat them probably a little bit earlier than you're like kind of intended to, just by having some movement speed, and then like gradually get your hit points and mana regenerating for distance. I am so strong on damage. This is the strongest I've ever been on damage. I'm gonna beat them in like 3 whirlwind spins. That's crazy how fast we've melted these bosses. Wow. It took me like 5 or 10 minutes first time. I was so under leveled. More weapon speed, we love that. Block damage single hit. That's a good one to get. It's a free hit every 4 seconds. Blocking some damage. Ooh, that's a pretty strong one. Take that. Keep going. Also, the loot you get from these bosses, the level where's the equipment over here? Level 17. That thing can sell for like 1,000 gold, so it's worth getting this. This is a weird room. There's never anything in here. It's just like a trap room, but there's no loot. Unless, like, is that a breakable wall back there? No, it's just, I don't get the point of this room. It's just a hazard for the sake of having a hazard with nothing in it. Now we're in the courts now, so enemies top for 8,000. Now we're at the point where, like, picking up XP scrolls for 8,000, that's worth it. Also, we're at the point where, like, we can take a lot of damage real fast. Especially from these mages. These mages, they had the devs had to nerf them a little bit. Those mages were crazy. They used to do, when they cast that spell, like, it would be at full power right away, and it melted you so quick. They nerfed them, so now like their damage, it charges up over time. So like it gives you a little warning. The first line, red line for a second, lets you know that it's coming, and then it takes a couple seconds to charge up before it gets to full power. So it's nowhere near as absolutely devastating as it was. It just melted you. That little icon there was me not being able to attack for a little bit. We are pretty strong now. We're very strong. This right here is the pyre. I've got 3 Shadow Curse. I can press F on that, and the Shadow Curse is gone, and then doing that counts as working towards one of these accomplishments here to eventually get more points for spending on both your current character and new characters, which is nice. I don't need to grab that, I need to resist that. They got the boys coming in, so they'll help us out. They will most likely die in here because these enemies are strong, and I do like to aggro a bunch at once. Give me the gold, and we go in here and fight these guys. I need to get drink water. But yeah, the thing about YouTube compared to Twitch, ooh, switch names there, heal, is this whole kind of like unedited content for the people that like a second monitor content. YouTube is very much a first monitor content platform. And when you're playing a game like this, for somebody who really enjoys this game, this is first monitor content. But for most people that enjoy this game, kind of like to enjoy this, but also like have it on the second monitor as background. It's more of like a Twitch streaming thing. And the thing is, even if you stream on YouTube, it's kind of like, I could stream this game, but like, I don't know, it doesn't really, like, it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't, because the same algorithm stuff still applies. So I wouldn't mind, like, if it was good for the channel to stream this game and stream the grinding process, I wouldn't mind doing that. But the thing is, like, every time I streamed in the past, and then like taking breaks from streaming, how the channel performs literally doesn't change. Streaming does literally nothing to improve the performance of my channel. And let's be real, some of you guys I like it talking to, and it's fun to hang out and talk to you, but there's a lot of trolls, and a lot of people that don't intend to be annoying, but sometimes are, which, to be fair, I can relate with. I am that guy. I don't mean to be annoying, but sometimes I am. So, like, I don't blame the ones who are accidentally annoying. I do it all the time. I think everybody does it sometimes. But, like, for me, I find that rough to deal with and still keep positive vibes for entertainment values. I don't really care about any of these. Give me cheaper, more explosions for the funsies. So one of the biggest reasons I don't stream is I guess there's two reasons to stream: for fun, or I guess three. One, do it for the viewers, or do it or for the views, or for that. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I find forcing myself to have a bad time streaming, for something that doesn't actually improve the channel performance just doesn't seem worth. So I just make videos. And I wouldn't mind being able to make videos, like, I guess the point I'm trying to get to, as I ramble incoherently here for a bit here, my exit's up there, is I would not mind doing kind of like stream-like videos, where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fire up the game, and we're gonna play Heroes of Hammerwatch once a day or once every couple of days, and yeah, we're just gonna grind out stuff and make some meta progress, and maybe like the really grindy stuff I'll do off camera, but like, okay, some of the grind I can do on camera. I wouldn't mind doing that. Life songs I wouldn't do. I clicked it too quick. Blocks, where'd it go? Oh, where's that? Oh, it was a blueprint. Well, we'll find out what it does later. I wouldn't mind doing that, but, I just, it's always things where, like, I don't know, how great that is from, like, a algorithmic perspective. Chance to gain a magic arrow. It's one of these things, like, I guess I can just try it. You know, like, maybe I can do, like, I think it's one of these things where, like, I would like to do, like, okay, bonus video today. Here's your one video today where, like, I did a good job editing, or it's a game like Wall World, like, I played enough that it does good without editing. I don't know. You know, I'm sorry. I gotta stop talking about the back end stuff. Bad habit, old habits die hard. Like I said in previous videos, it's going to take me a few weeks or months to break the habit of talking about back-end stuff on camera. That's a bad habit I have, and I know some people like it. Most people are, I did a poll, most people are indifferent to it. Some people hate it. Some people hate it because, like, basically it breaks the illusion that, like, oh, everything I do, some people like to have the idea that I just wake up and just play whatever I feel like playing that day and make videos on it, and they don't want to think about the fact that there's actually kind of like a strategic business back end to it. Because the reality, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. It's a bit of like, what do I feel like playing today, but also, what do you guys want to watch right now? And also, what is the algorithm going to promote right now? It's like, so it's, people don't like the fact, a lot, like, there's a notable percentage of viewers who don't like that, the fact that, like, it's not just purely for fun. They want to believe that, they want to live in this illusion, like a TV show or movie or something like that, like a little fun illusion, which I don't blame them. Like, that's the whole point of watching entertainment, is to, experience some fun. And when I watch a TV show, I'm watching an actor cry his brains out because his beloved just died or whatever. His beloved didn't actually just die in real life. He's acting. It is an illusion. Illusions are fun. So, like, I get where these people are coming from that don't like it when I, that's such an easy trap, just dash past it. Ooh, summon spiders, summoned by my side, help me. I understand why people are like, CG, stop talking about the behind-the-scenes stuff. Anytime you see these chandeliers, that means it's boss time. Got my guy, my lightning dude, I can send resources back here. It shatters the illusion of the experience. Basically, like, imagine if you're watching a Marvel's movie, Avengers or something, whatever, and then in the middle of it, they stop, like, in the middle of the action, it's no longer Hulk smash. It's like, oh yeah, okay. So while I was recording this scene right here, I was thinking to myself, how do I properly convey that Hulk is angry and he wants to smash things? So I decided I'm gonna do Hulk smash. It's like giving a director's cut in the middle of the movie scene for the first time. It like shatters the illusion. So I get why people don't like it when I do this behind the scenes talking. Send all those resources back to town in case I die. Great. I think it sends like maybe half of them or so. So I'm gonna try, for the sake of like doing a better job of entertaining and making better entertaining content, I'm working on not breaking the illusion, but it's gonna take time. And even once I've fully broken the habit of talk, like, because I do it constantly, as you guys know, so I get the complaints constantly, every once in a while it'll be useful to do like either in a community poll or like just at the start of the end of the video just to get some feedback as far as like, you know, maybe we should do like more, less like talking about behind the scenes stuff and more about feedback. What do you guys want to see next? Or do you guys like it unedited? It's like breaking these things. Can you break the tables? No. Give me that gold, because it's, yeah, 3 and 3. That's kind of notable. Breaking for fun. All right. But it's kind of like I'm at the point. I've been for a very long time. I've been really struggling to figure out what the vibe of my channel is all about. And because I kind of stumbled into a niche geography that I'm not like fully all about. I'm really about variety. And so it's been really hard for me to balance doing what I actually enjoy and have a passion about and what you guys will actually watch, because there is a very large disconnect, at least there has been for a long time. It's getting better, but for the longest time there was a massive disconnect between what I like doing as a gamer and then what you guys like watching from me as a content creator. For the longest time it was like, play geography games, we won't watch you do anything other than geography games, even though I literally have no passion for geography games. I just, or for geography, I just kind of stumbled into it on accident. I played Territorial IO because it was fun recreationally, made some videos on it, and oops, I enjoyed the gaming aspect of it, not the geography aspect, and I just stumbled into a geography audience. So I was like, give us geography, no one geography. And I've been spending the last 3 years trying to pivot my channel to gain enough viewers that like me for things other than geography to be able to do what I actually have a passion about. In the last like 6 months or so, actually making some progress on it. I'm actually getting like thousands of views on videos that aren't geography. That did not used to be the case. It used to be the case that if I did anything that was not geography related, have fun with your less than 1,000 views on those non-geography videos. So like we're finally getting to the point where like I can actually start doing what you guys want, of like just wake up and play what you want for fun. I'm actually starting to get to the point where we're getting closer to the point where I can do that. We are getting close to the point where we can do that. Not fully there, but we are getting to the point where like, yeah, I actually can just play what I'm passionate about and make videos about it. But the thing is, I'm still learning how to do that, because for the last 3 years, most of the time I was waking up and not doing what I'm passionate about. I was waking up doing what you guys were passionate about. So, and now that I'm pivoting to an entirely new niche of like not geography content, I'm still very much in a learning process of figuring out like, how do I like doing this content? Edited, not edited, some not edited. What games do I do? How do I do it? Do I do daily videos in this game? Do I grind it off camera? Or do I show everything on camera? Still trying to figure that out, both from a perspective, what do I enjoy doing creatively? And also, what do you guys collectively enjoy? It's kind of hard to figure that out because different people like different things. Some of you guys are going to want me to do Heroes of Hammerwatch every single video. Some of you are going to be mad that I didn't, that I played the game off camera. Like, I want to see the entire journey. So it's tricky to find out like what works for me, what works for enough of you, because no matter what I do, somebody's going to have a problem with it. Some people will be mad this video was unedited and will have clicked off really early. Some people will love that's unedited. Some people like the idea of me grinding some off camera. Like, it's no matter what I do, it's hard to figure out what to do when everybody's telling you different things, because everybody wants different things from you, and then you have this algorithmic overlord telling you other things. Again, I'm talking too much about the behind the scenes thing here, but as I figure out more and more what I'm all about, like the reason I talk so much about the behind the scenes stuff is because it's constantly on my mind, because I haven't quite nailed down what I'm all about when it comes to variety gaming content. And the closer and closer I get towards like having it kind of like solved as far as like what I'm all about, the easier it's going to be for me to not talk about this behind the scenes stuff That way I can not break the illusion of, like, you know, talking about the game, and I can focus on the game and the game exclusively, which is what a lot of you want. Not all of you, some of you like this conversational stuff, but overall, I think it's going to be healthier for the channel, and also for me when I read comments, to not talk about the stuff so much, because the reason why it's problematic for me to talk about this stuff is because when I read the comments, a lot of you complain, like, prolifically when I talk about this stuff on camera, and a lot of what I do is just kind of like trying to like stop complaints in the comment section, because those unfortunately do a lot of negative to my mental. That's a big part of why I don't stream. More lightning damage. Lightning damage second chain. I don't even use that ability, I don't even need it. Armored Knights for more lightning chances. Yeah. Heavy hitters, another achievement, great. But yeah, a lot of what like affects how I try to like do my stuff is like, I mean, obviously, like, what gets good views, what gets good retention, what feels right and good for me to do creatively. If I find myself, if I try something, then I find myself like, ah, this sucks. I'm not recording anything. I haven't uploaded in like 5 days. That's a good sign that I'm really not enjoying like the current way I'm doing things. I need to change it and do something differently. And that's why, if you're really inconsistent, you're always constantly changing things. There's a reason for it. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm doing things. The problem is I'm just doing it in front of a larger audience because I popped off too quickly on Territorial IO. I blew up too quick, too fast on Territorial IO, which is, I blew up too quick, too fast in something that I personally don't even have a passion for, geography. And now that we're getting to what I should do have a passion for, people are looking at me through the lens of this guy's 126k subs, and his old videos in geography used to get hundreds, tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of videos. Oh, now he's falling off because he's only getting a couple thousand. So I'm pivoting to a new niche, something I don't know how to do. I blew up too fast in a niche that I shouldn't have blown up that fast in. So like it's very much, there's an adaptation happening here. Now it's boss time. I like this boss. This is a fun boss. Serpents of Demise. There's 3 of these little scully bone serpents that go around. They'll poke. Sometimes they run around. They summon little enemies. They got little attacks. You do more damage when you hit their heads, so you want to wail on their heads. They will sometimes stop like running around, and like that guy over there. I want to wail on you while you're just sitting there for a bit. They'll summon little guys that'll attack me. They got little like ghosty skulls that'll go around and hit me. Even at my current, they breathe fire. Even my current level, they can like dish some damage on me, so I can't like face tank them too much. You got these little skulls. I don't know if I can kill those little ghost skulls flying around or not, but they do put the damage on you. I gotta get away for a bit, and now they're doing this attack. Once they get to a further stage, get away from these little dudes. How about some beating on you there? But yeah, I guess like the whole reason I went to the, like that meandering, rambling rant there about behind the scenes stuff for so long is basically we're looking for. I'm looking to figure out. I've actually made a lot of progress as like figuring out how I want to do the channel. I've got like my plans of like, all right, yeah, you know, do my fan favorites occasionally. Just wrecking this guy, and do my fan favorites occasionally. Try to get in new games and rotate around a little bit. I got my plan. I got my behind the scenes plan for that a little bit. Got that kind of figured out. These guys don't drop any wood or stone or anything as well, which I feel like every boss should drop at least like a little bit of wood and stone. More health and damage. Small fireballs. And a weapon, a hatchet. Level 20 is nice. Now I go into the halls. The halls is the final area before the final boss. There'll be a halls level 1 and a halls level 2, I think. Maybe level 3, I'm not sure. Remember? And this is where you really need the elemental resistance. You also need physical as well, because there's some physical guys up here, but it's a lot of elemental. Well, before we do that, real quick. Just get off my head. Basically, I need to figure out, is everything going to be edited? Some get edited or not? Can I get away with doing like, some of my videos are like proper YouTube videos where I'm actually going to edit it and trying to like design it for like a catchy intro, da-da-da. But can I also do some like, this is more like a stream kind of like, basically, can I get away with doing some of my videos? Basically, they're kind of like stream vibes. They're kind of like we're doing streams. These guys, my elemental resistance is crazy because normally these guys put damage on me. So my elemental resistance is really, really good right now. Normally these guys mess my health up. I have to take a 1 or 2 group at a time, but we've actually got some really, really good luck on elemental resistance. The fact we're blocking half of their elemental damage is crazy. Blizzard equipment enchantment, great. So that's pretty good. No loot up here, surprise. Normally there's like a little gem or something. A little crystal. Oh, yeah, these guys normally like... Also, my damage is cracked, too. We are very, very strong this run. Very strong. That's my buddy. What's up, dudes? Yeah, we're dishing damage on these guys. They're barely damaging me at all. Normally, these guys, like one group of these guys, or two groups, just melts my hit points. I'm having to, like, constantly run back and heal and stuff, but we're so incredibly strong right now, we're just devastating these guys. Like, it's like they're nothing. Oh, like, yeah, that's what normally happens. Half your hit points gone in seconds. But that was happening on every single group I fought. That's what's going on. It's because my mana wasn't at full there, I think. But yeah, so like I'm just trying to figure out the channel of like, can I do a thing where like, okay, yeah, here's the Hammerwatch 2. We're gonna treat this game on the channel. It's gonna be kind of like stream vibes, unedited. I don't worry about every video's gotta be like this new build on this overpowered build and this overpowered character. We just kind of vibing. Or does it need to be like that? Where like I need to spend 15 hours grinding this game off camera and then do the good stuff on camera, etc., etc. Obviously, I could like stream it and then just like take bits of the stream and put it with the video. The problem with that is I just don't particularly enjoy like. Unfortunately, the trolls in chat ruin it for everybody else, and I just don't really enjoy... Yeah, like you look at any big streamer, there's people saying mean things to them in chat. It's kind of how it is, and I just don't want to... I don't want that to be my life experience. They're like, alright, let's wake up and get verbally abused by chat again. Yay! Smile! Like, no thanks, man. I'd rather just... It feels so much better just to, like, talk into the microphone. So I can do kind of like a stream vibe, both out, like, streaming and talking in chat, and, you know... Sorry to anybody who like really enjoys the real-time interaction, but, well, some of y'all are just, honestly, frankly, very abusive, and, life's too short to get abused by random strangers on the internet, when it literally does nothing to help me from, like, a channel perspective. Like, all the time I streamed, it did nothing. Also, sometimes random attacks. What's this blue orb? Is that, oh, that's like an upgraded mana orb, I think. That gave me a lot of mana. 600? That's a lot. So yeah, that's kind of like... I'm not even fully sure what that ramp is all about, but yeah. Basically, we're figuring it out. We're figuring things out here, and over time, I'm going to work on, like, rambling less, need to heal, about back-end stuff like I have been here. Just, yeah, we're working on it. It's going to take a few weeks or months before I stop entirely. But yeah, eventually, we're going to get to a point where, like, I just either don't do it, or almost never do it, or when I do it, it's, like, brief, and not, like, a 15-minute rambling session about it like this has been. Get you guys out here. Excuse me. Take you guys out too. You guys want to spawn in. Yeah, those little eyeball guys, they just spawn in periodically. But they don't just like... They're not guys that spawn in like infinitely. That's a potion there. They don't spawn in... Maybe I press R by accident? They don't spawn infinitely. Like, if I sit here, they're not going to keep spawning. Those little eyeball guys, they spawn when you come in at certain points. Also, the halls is absolutely fantastic for getting gold. It is the best place to get gold. The gold you get here is insane. I think it's just like a big mana orb. You can easily get like 20,000 gold just from going through the 2 areas of the hall. So if you just want to like farm meta progress, and you're at the point where like you can kind of like body things like I am right now, just like speed, like use the architect to skip through stuff, then go to the halls, just speed run through the dungeon, unlock the architect ability that lets you see how to use the next area, go to the next area, and then just like go through here and just quick grab 20k gold, and then you could farm. I think this is probably gonna end up being one of the fastest way to farms, is just speed running to the hall, ignoring everything, and then once you're in the hall, just like thoroughly get all the gold in here, because the amount of gold you get is insane. Like, just this one corner here had 3k gold, which is more than, like, a lot of the other areas have, like, for an entire map, or multiple maps, or, like, little level areas. So, yeah. That's a thing to be noted. Wow, that's a lot of tax. Stop trying to make me go forward. How rude. How dare you. We're vibing. See, here's the thing. If you guys are wondering, why does he ramble so long about so many things? I've got a mild case of OCD. And sometimes I'll be thinking about something, and if like in my brain, oof, oh, get me out! I almost died there. It'll feel like unresolved. Like the thing I was talking, like I haven't like come to like the conclusion, but I was trying to say, like the little wrapped up, you know, like yeah, there's the conclusion, the satisfactory conclusion. The story's ended. It like when I go on a rant of like talking about something, I'll be like figuring something out and thinking it out loud and not sure. I'll be talking without even knowing what exactly what point I'm trying to talk about at the end, and then I get like my brain just naturally doesn't want to stop talking about the thing until I feel like, oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's like, you know how you're talking, but you're not sure precisely what you're talking about. You kind of figure it out as you're talking about. That's what I do, and I don't really want to stop until I've like fully like figured it out. The problem is, because of the OCD, like even when I have figured out, it still feels like I haven't. Most people are like, yeah, I figured out, we're good. In my brain, even though I have figured out, it doesn't feel like I figured out until I've like repeated it like 5 or 10 times and like, oh yeah, I can like nail it down to a single sentence. So it's just like a lot of like the way I talk repetitively is because I have a mild case of OCD. It's not like real bad. It's like a little bit, you know, like some bad OCD will like lock their door like for 10 minutes over and over while after they walk out of the house. For me, it's like, you know, 15, 30 seconds. It's not that bad. You know, I'll check to make sure the door is locked every time before I go to bed for like, you know, 30 seconds, as you know, even if I know they're locked, as opposed to a normal person knows they're locked, doesn't check at all. Or somebody with a lot of OCD would check for like 50 minutes. So it's like just like mild, just like a little bit. And once you know that about me, it becomes a lot easier to understand, like, oh, okay, he's kind of rambling about this a long time, but like now I know why he's doing it. He's got a mild case of OCD. His mind just gets stuck in a little bit of a loop. So that, you know, it's much easier to be like, oh, okay, it's a little bit annoying when he does it, but like now they know why he does it. It's not that big of a deal. All right, this is a lot of damage. Revive it. So like right now, I'm trying, I know that I need to make the video more entertaining. I need to move the commentary back onto the game as much as possible, but my brain still feels like I didn't really fully finish or resolve like what I was trying to talk about in that previous talking point for like 15 minutes, whatever it was, talking about, you know, what I was talking about the channel. That's how I end up in those long rants about that people like just complain about because it's been like 15 minutes. I don't care. You just stop repeating yourself. Talk about the game. I click to watch the game. So that's what kind of is going on there. And it's a lot of times, a lot of it's usually when I'm trying to figure something out that I just am not sure about yet. And the thing I'm trying to figure, I figured out, I'm getting really, really close to like knowing exactly what this channel's about. And the only things what we're trying to do here, the only things that are really left are like little things. Like, how much do I care about having like a really concise and good intro? Oh, do I want every video to be like a really edited, nice, polished thing? Or do I want to go for like a vibe where like, I don't really care about, like how much do I want to care about casual viewers who are barely interested in the game? Do I want to make every video of mine like, every video needs to appeal to everybody, even if they're barely interested in the game at all? Or do I want to go the route of, every video is designed to be, they don't have damage when they spray like that. Every video is designed to be for I went below half health, my little thing triggered there. Every video is designed for like people who are into that game, and the people who aren't into that game, see ya, you shouldn't be here in the first place for that thing. Like, I think if I do like an hour plus long unedited here's a Hammerwatch, almost 2 hour here's a Hammerwatch video like this is clearly not going to be designed at all for people who don't care about the game. So, and I think from a personal enjoyment perspective, I think it would be much more creatively enjoyable to make content just for the people who are into that game. And when you do multiple games, you're doing a variety channel, you're doing a variety of games. I think I need to not think of my audience as one cohesive unit. It's boss time, by the way. Don't think of my audience as one cohesive unit that everybody wants to watch every single video, but like this, like the Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 video, these are only for the people that like this game. Everybody else, you weren't like, don't complain about this game being unedited or long. It wasn't meant for you. It was meant for the people that enjoy it. This guy, that attack right there will like silence you, so you can't use your spells. So when he, like that right there. So what I do is I like move around him while he does that. That way you can still damage him, but also avoid the attack, because he does it a lot. And you can speed at the rate which you beat him. Also, this attack does not do much damage to ice damage, so I just like tank that. But like here, I'll let him hit him. I'll let him hit me with it once to show you. Like, so he's gonna. No, not that one. Where we at? He's up here. So I let him hit me with that little icon right there, that teen little icon. I mean, I can't attack while he's doing that. So what I do, but I want to still damage him as fast as possible. So what I do is I will move around him. That way he ends up missing with it, but I can keep damaging the whole time. And it really speeds up the rate at which you can beat this boss. Like we're tearing through him. We're very strong. I'm probably strong to do New Game Plus. This phase you can't damage him. He's got to like deal with these guys for a few waves. I'm probably strong enough for New Game Plus. The problem is, you see how long it's been? An hour and 40 minutes. I think if I like sped, like I could shave, like I could do a skip. I could probably shave it down to like 45 minutes or an hour for one run on this difficulty, but even that is still a long time. And when I go to do New Game Plus, if I'm not leveled as much as I can from normal mode, it's going to be stupid grinding. I don't want to go back to spending half an hour to take out, like, Barracks level 1, I'm so weak compared to how strong the enemies are, I got to spend half an hour just grinding my way through it. Like, no thanks. Let me level up as much as I can on the default difficulty here before I worry about New Game Plus. Also, I don't know if you guys want to see New Game Plus, because it's just going to be the same thing as New Game here, except for slower paced. Like, that's the only difference. I'm going to have less armor, enemies are going to have more armor, they're going to have more health, they're going to need more damage. It's just going to be the same thing. I mean, maybe the bosses have more attack patterns. I think from an entertainment perspective, like, what's interesting about this game is like seeing it for the first time, or seeing different builds. Just making it artificially harder where like I do less damage and they take more damage, so I have to do everything slower. I personally don't find that particularly fun to like play, and I don't think it's especially fun to watch. What's fun to watch and play is just like steam throwing, roll, like gotta go fast. It's fun. Give me a weapon here, but that's it. We beat the game. Let's go back and spend some more resources. I'll see how much loot we got. That's a good run. That's a good run. That's a good 100,000 gold, 93 stone, 182 wood, 40. I burned through these trinkets. That's loot, baby. That's loot. Let's go ahead and spend some of the loot. But yeah, I think maybe we just do like, okay, the Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 unedited. These are simply meant. I'm kind of leaning towards the whole like, let's do it for those who actually are into the game, and then like, oh, when I'm doing like a new game for the first time, maybe I like edit it for like the, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Not you. Let's go spend some stuff. What do I want here? I can upgrade stuff. I need way more of the trinket stuff. What do I want? Chapel. Unlocks another blessing, could be good. Cheaper revive cost if I die. Sure, we get that. And what about magic shop for more magic upgrades? Would be good. I just don't have the trinkets for it. Guild hall's too expensive. It's stone pyre. Minus 20% shadow curse gain. I'm not worried about the shadow curse right now. Trading post so I can buy and sell stone and get better price on wood. I think that's probably going to be pretty worth getting. We'll get that. And library unlocks uncommon trinket attunements. I think that's good. I don't have that much stone left. I can get you, maybe, first of all, I think being able to buy and sell wood and stone, I think eventually is going to be very, very good. So getting this thing cheap. I haven't done it yet because I'm just burning through all my gold, but I think it's going to be pretty good for us. What are the prices here? So 4,800 gold for 10 wood. So if I wanted 100, it would be 48,000. To buy 200 wood is 100,000 gold. So even after reducing the price, it's just like I burn through all my gold constantly. Doesn't seem worth. I guess you can sell it as well. I mean, the prices, yeah, I don't know. I feel like until I get to the point where I have no gold to spend elsewhere, until I have surplus gold, which I don't, burn it all, it's just not really worth it. Maybe do it later. Let's unlock uncommon trinket attunement so I can make my trinkets stronger. I got to really figure out how that works, but that'd be good. Apothecary unlocks more upgrades for your potion. I barely use my potions, but on other characters I probably will. So, and I think the next video I probably want to show you another character, because you already seen the entire game itself, so the only way to make the next video interesting is just going to show you a different character in different builds. Let's go for Apothecary, make potions and stuff cheaper. And that's all I can afford right now. Like, the resources, they go quick. I'm sitting on 80 wood. I could sell extra wood, but save it for, we're going to use it eventually. Let's go ahead and do some upgrades and stuff. Let's go... All right. Also, if you're looking for what to upgrade, blacksmith's one of the best things you can upgrade. Let's real quick go over here and get some stuff. I got 10 points to spend. What do I want? I mean, this does save your life sometimes. Gives a better cooldown. Don't bother, maybe probably this one. Probably a conviction, because it just gives me a higher chance to restore mana, and having lots of mana restored is actually great on this guy. That's it there. I'm going to play a different character next, so you don't worry about too much about this. Give you some more strength, and honestly, just more strength so you can equip better level gear at this point. And over here, don't have enough yet. Let's not spend any upgrades on any money on personal upgrades for this guy, because we're going to play a different class next. Let's focus on his like meta progress building upgrades, which would mean spending them on other stuff, like go down here. You spell. So this is upgrades for specifically this character. So if I spend those on you, you won't help the next character I play. Gear, I can use some different guys. We're looking for like global upgrades. Also, you're starting to get nicer building here. Like this helps everybody. So everybody gets better poison resistance, better poison resistance for everybody. Everybody gets an extra potion charge and another potion charge. Heals for 200, 300, 400, 550. So the potion's a full heal on health for most guys at this point. 300 mana, 400 mana, 550 mana. There we go. So potions, because most characters don't have this guy's ability to self-heal. So having, or at least not as well with the spell, right? That spell right there. So having that's going to be good. This is like, these upgrades are just for him, or for the character you have. And we're looking for more global stuff. Maybe go to the library real quick. But yeah, so I guess this video is just kind of an experiment to see, like, and maybe a few other episodes after this in this game if I do it, of like, if I've got a game I'm just playing for fun, I kind of want to make content. I was like talking to that guy. I want to make content on it just to make content on it. Like, will it work on the channel, or do I kind of have to like accept that everything on the channel has to be consistently, you know, edited for the sake of consistency or whatever? I kind of like combo kills. They're just kind of fun. Kill 10 guys, get your combos. Attunements. All right, so I've got these points. I don't really know how I get them, but I get them somehow, and I can spend them to attune trinkets. Now, normally I think the Trader's Coin gives plus 25% gold gain, but if I spend a star here and do that, when I pick up that trinket in a future run, I would get 50% gold gain, which is a really big deal. So we're going to spend that there. Ring in mana. Maybe this normally gives 0.5. I wish it would show you like the before and after. Oh, I can press R. I can press R and it does tell you. Okay, yeah. So I got to press R. So normally this is 0.5, so I have improvements. Lifestone. Double the amount, splintered focus crystal, more spell crit chance. I think Lifestone for better healing if I happen to get that in a run, and better mana regeneration if I happen to get that. So I like tuning trinkets like this. So I just got to press R to compare. It literally, oops, wrong button. It literally tells you right there, compare. All right. So we tuned some trinkets there. I'm happy with this. This got improved, but this is just yapping over here. This over here, I don't know what the point of this is. I guess it's just part of the chapel. Okay, so when I first put it there, it wasn't even part of the chapel. It was like disconnected, but it getting big. Okay. What other progress can I do that's like specific to, like that's like global? That's per character. That's gear. That's gear. That's gear. That's gear. We did this. We did that. I think we've got most of it. I mean, if really wanted to, I could just like pick my next character. This is gonna take me a while to like get him prepped. Sorry, kind of long at the end of the video here, but yeah, if this video does well enough, and you guys like it, I'll come back with maybe I do a run on a. Whoops, use a potion there. You can just spam potions here because they just regenerate instantly. It's kind of fun in this here. I can do. I can come back for a warrior. I think the thing to do. I think I want to get them up to level 10. Grind them off camera, get to level 10 before I do the video, because I think what's going to be interesting, because you've already seen the game, you've already seen all the mobs, you've seen what it all looks like, you've seen the boss. What's going to be neat is showing you different builds and stuff. Like you've seen the Divine build. What about a Radiance build? Also, this run you saw was a very overpowered build. Maybe you guys want to see the game on using a Ranger that doesn't have infinite free heals and things like that. Or maybe we've kind of tapped this game for all the entertainment value it has. And that's kind of about it. Based on how this video does, I'll see if I want to do another one. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 more tests. We'll see. But yeah, basically, if you see things on my channel that like kind of don't seem to fit with the rest of the other stuff. Like, why is this one not edited? Why is all his other builds videos showing like this cool, unique build, but this one's he's just like farming, not showing anything new? That's like a test video, testing to see if enough of you guys like it or not, or how it works or not. And if it does well, we keep doing it. If it doesn't, we stop. But yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I've got plenty more videos you can watch too, like this one right here. See you next time.